Hey everybody, Tim and Julie here for a brand new series, The Adventures of Batman. So we finished the Adam West series of Batman that debuted in 1966 and it ended March 14th is when the last episode ended in 1968. This is the animated series that debuted in September 14th, 1968. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So 5 months later. So realistic, and honestly, Batman was supposed to have a fourth season. It was bought out by another network. But then by the time they had bought it, the Batcave and everything was already demolished. And they were like, nah, we don't want to rebuild it. So they just ended it. So this is almost like an unofficial fourth season. So this is an animated series that continued 5 months later. Alan Soul plays the voice of Batman, and Casey Kasem, a fantastic actor, plays Burt Ward's character of Robin. Like, Casey Kasem's known probably mostly as Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Also, me being the old person that I am, listen to Casey Kasem's top 40 hits on the weekend. So, I mean, and you can find it today that they still play it. So, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, depending on who you are. There's not very many episodes of this series. So, we're going to do the whole thing in 4 videos. We're going to do 5 episodes of video. So, for this one, and on top of that, every episode is broken up into 2 parts. So it's a lot. So I'm just going to name every single title, and then we can just talk about it randomly throughout. And if you can't keep up with it, well, I'm drunk, so welcome to see what it's like in my head. So, The Crime Is Your Crime, A Bird Out of Hand, Cool Cruel Mr. Freeze, Jokes on Robin, How Many Herrings in a Wheelbarrow, In Again, Out Again Penguin, 9 Lives of Batman, Long John Joker, is it Bubi, Who's Got the Ruby, and Faces of the Riddler. 10 parts, each part's like 8 minutes, maybe. Like they're short, they go quick. Honestly, out of all 10 of these, it's the Joker and the Penguin in half of them.
Yeah.
So wherever you want to jump, just go ahead. Just jump wherever you want. What'd you think?
If you want a good laugh, these are for you. They're hilarious. It's it's funny. Okay. Yeah, they're real funny.
So for me, so I grew up with a lot of these cartoons, or like this era of cartoons. Like this is 68, so this actually is a little earlier than most cartoons I grew up with. So a little bit later than this, like the 69, 70s, is actually more of the cartoons I grew up with, like the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Johnny Quest, even Star Trek, all had cartoons later on. Even, so like I said, Casey Kasem plays the voice of Robin. Scooby-Doo wasn't even out at this point. Scooby-Doo came out after this. This was like one of his first things. So, I don't know, like, it is a little bit difficult to get through for me. Like I said, 10 little episodes, and it's almost like watching the exact same thing over and over and over again.
The psychedelic beginning.
Oh, God.
That'll...
If you have epilepsy, don't even watch it.
Yeah, like, and then between every scene, pretty much, they flashed a bat sign, and... So that was the only 2 things that they could have done without.
The Joker's fun. I love the Joker. The Penguin's fun. Love the Penguin. Mr. Freeze. So in the classic series, we saw 3 different Mr. Freeze characters. This one seems to be based off of the first Mr. Freeze because he has the helmet on. Yep. So I thought that was kind of interesting. We do see Catwoman. Who wears a green outfit.
Right.
But her voice is very inspired by Julie Newmar. Like extreme, like it almost sounds like Julie Newmar. So I was like, that's kind of interesting. Batgirl shows up, but with red hair.
Red hair.
Instead of the black hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And then in the final one, we see the Riddler, who, like, he tried to get the Gorshin laugh. I'm almost drunk enough to, like, try to do the Gorshin laugh, but I know I can't, so I'm not. Because it's hard to do that, because it's so high-pitched.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a very deep voice. Right. Which I don't think I have a deep voice. But then I listen to recordings of myself, and I'm like, God damn, like, my voice is deep.
Yes.
But yeah, but the Riddler in this is bulky. Like, he is, like, Gorshin was a scrawny man. Skinny, yeah. And this Riddler is, like, buff. So I was like, damn, okay. Overall, I'm glad that we only have to do this 3 more times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad we only 3 more times and we're done with this. But at the same time, I love Johnny Quest. I love Scooby-Doo. I love the Flintstones. Yeah. I love those 60s, 70s cartoons. Mm-hmm. So, like, this is the perfect, like, let's get drunk and watch a cartoon type show. Because, like, a lot of the animated series and stuff from the 90s, like, you really kind of have to pay attention. Because if you miss something, like, you're going to get to an episode and you're going to be like, who is this? Yeah. Like, what's going on? Whereas this, like I said, it's 10 episodes of the same thing over and over and over again. So you get drunk and you miss something, or you look at your phone. Doesn't matter. Give it 8 minutes. You'll come back to the same thing. Yeah. So, but overall, how you feeling?
They were funny. Yeah. I think we got it in us to watch the rest.
Okay. Any other closing thoughts for The Adventures of Batman? 1968.
No, I just wish they'd get rid of that bat symbol.
I so agree.
And that psychedelic.
Yeah. It's too much. Okay. So for those who have seen it, what did you think of the Joker, the Penguin, Mr. Freeze, Batgirl, Catwoman, the Riddler? Lots of stuff going on. We've seen Commissioner Gordon. Have we seen Chief O'Hare? Is Chief O'Hare in this?
I haven't seen him yet, I don't think.
Okay. I'm not sure if we've seen Chief O'Hare or not. So for those who've seen it, go ahead and let us know. At the time, there were a lot of different, like, Super Friends TV show cartoons going on. This is the first Batman animated cartoon solo adventure. So for those who have seen it, go ahead and let us know. Like I said, we're going to bust it out in 4 videos and be done with it. So let us know. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And we'll see you guys next time for part 2.